Hello everyone, I thought I'd just show how we do our ewe-lamb selection for sale. So once we've done our ewe-lamb selection, the ones that left we put into 3 brackets. The top 25%, the middle 50% and the bottom 25%. And then what we do is we get them in. I've been on my Excel spreadsheets, I've looked at the data, I've organised them based on three key things we're looking at. We're looking at the weight, because a lot of people like to lamb them, EBV, obviously, and then we look a little bit at the condition, the structure, and the wool on the animal. So if we take this next one, we'll have a quick look at how we do it. So we get this one in. All right, so I'll scan it like so, and then on the system, it'll come up with some flags which I've pre-loaded. Don't know if you can see it there. That one's got a purple and a red flag, which actually means this lamb, if I can show it to you in a minute, is on a market with red because it's in the bottom, because it must have been light, I guess, but it's got a high EBV. But we'll sell that in the bottom range because it really isn't quite heavy enough. So look, can you see? It might be that it was just younger, so there's nothing wrong with this lamb. So I think if you're willing to take a risk on it and actually top it later, then you will, get the good EBV for less, really. And then green on the head, you see? Like that. And then we let that one go into that pen there. So I'll just show you now if I flip the camera around. That's the one we've just done now, which is a red and a green. So it's in our bottom selection, bottom 25%. However, it's got a high EBV, it's got green on its head. These are the top ones. So these are ones that have, I've selected them, they're over 20 kilos minimum and they have a high EBV, or they're high in weight because people want them in weight. So the heaviest ones are in here and the top EBV ones. So as you can see, if you look at some of the back of their heads, there's a green on the back and a green on the head of that one, for example. Now if I look at the middle group, and you can see them, we've got blue on the bottom and that one's got green on its head, which means it's a higher EBV one. Blue, you see, middle group, but it's got a middling EBV. When I say middling, it's still, it's above 88, I think, on the blue, and the green is above 97. And the top ones, there are the odd one that's really good EBV of 140 or something like that, but not that many of those. And that's how we're doing it, rightly or wrongly. I forgot to just mention earlier out in the field that all of these ewe lambs have been weaned at an average of 12 weeks, with the youngest being near 10 weeks, best we can, but there are some in there that have been weaned at 8 weeks, so quite young. That's because we lambed in 2 different periods but have weaned at the same time. So not ideal on our behalf, but that's just how it landed this year. After this, the way it works is we go to, so say you order 30 of the top group, we would then put maybe 35 from those marked ones with the green on their back, and then you would come along and just choose the ones that you like. Take the 5 out that you dislike, but you have that information, which is great, on the animal to know if it's a high EBV. So you might say, oh, okay, it's a bit smaller, but I'll take the risk because I like the idea of a high EBV. Or you might go, no, I just want a big one. He's going to top it early. That's what I'll look at. Or you go, oh, it's too woolly, I don't like that one. Even though it's pretty sure most of them will shed. There's very few that do not shed. But as I say, there's always the odd one that might not. If one of my customers lets me record them, I will try and get a video of that process on. Hope it all makes sense. Thanks for watching.